Okay, so this is what you call the wet on wet technique. I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but you get the paper wet by spraying it or whatever, getting it wet, and then you use your watercolor and it spreads it hopefully evenly. This is my first time ever using one of these. I've been wanting one like forever, and I got this from Temu or however you pronounce that. So see how I like it. First time ever using one. Not half bad. I do have a trimmer, so if you don't like watching someone shake while they paint, you might want to scroll. Sorry. Rose? They let their kids have dogs. Rosie? Kids. Rose Marina. What do you think you're supposed to be doing? What do you think you're supposed to be doing? I just got some prescription glasses. Well, they're not prescription. They're bifocals, and I need to go pick them up. I've noticed that no matter how bright the light is or anything, it's still it's a wee little bit blurry. So I need to go get my glasses. It's kind of hard to go run errands when you're wearing a knee brace. I have to keep my knee straight. So how am I supposed to drive? Okay. When that happens, you just kind of blot it a little bit, and that takes care of that. Just to let you know, that's how you handle that. You're gonna see when you use wet on wet, it does tend to be a little testy when it comes to trying to stay within the lines. Just be patient with yourself. You know, just be patient with yourself. There's a piece of hair right there. That was not on purpose. Oh, when it does that, when it bubbles up, which it's gonna do, you can put something on it, or you can flip it over. Hopefully it's not, you don't want it to touch the table. Do it on the other side. And then I use my hands usually because otherwise it's being a little bit of a stinker, whatever. Also helps to get the whole thing wet, not just that one area, obviously. I don't personally care too much because of what I'm going to end up doing with this. You know, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because essentially when I'm done, I'm just going to end up, what do I want to say? What is it I'm trying to say? I'm going to end up copying this. So obviously I have to let it dry first before I put it in the copier. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't care if it gets a little bit out. Anyway, is that I'm going to put it on sticker paper. Why is it I'm having, well, okay, I guess it's because I'm trying to do one thing at a time. I can't do two things at a time, so. Anyway, now. Like I said, I have a trimmer. So if you don't like watching someone shake, find someone that doesn't. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. It's just I can't help it. I've got a doctor's appointment in January to see if they can figure out why. It's something that runs within my family. My dad had the same issue growing up, and so I've been dealing with it for 40 something years, and I think to myself, well, I've been living with it that long. Is it such a hurry to find out what the reason is? No, not really. I've been dealing with it, so it is what it is, right? When I'm done and I let it all dry, I will do a black outline. So and obviously where you got more water is where it's going to be a little bit more concentrated. I mean, less concentrated. I mean, just said that backwards. SD, okay. Okay, just gonna kind of let that dry a little bit while I work on some other things here. I'm like looking at how much time I have left for this video, and it's like, oh yeah, of course I'm running out of time. Of course I am. Okay, I'm liking this pretty good. It's evenly putting out the two different colors that I have actually on here, and that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Yay, a little bit of an investment. It's what I've been wanting to look into. Getting one of these for the longest time. And a lot of these, like, watercolor businesses, you know, like, whatever, they have these sets that you can buy, and I'm like, I don't want, like, a whole set, you know, I just want one of these. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna look on Temu, and, lo and behold, they had exactly what I was looking for. So, I'll let that dry. See how it kind of spread out over there? I don't really care that much because it's gonna kind of do that. That's the thing about wet on wet. So, like, as an example, I'll show you. It would help if I had water in one of these. But anyway, if you got some water and you took the paint and it would just spread. So. But I like that pretty good. Hey, Rosie. What? Can you do me a favor? Sorry for yelling. Rose! What? Can you do me a favor? What? There's a jar in the bathroom. Can you put some water in it? A jar.
Jar?
Yes.
In the bathroom?
Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. Just put some water in it and bring it to me, please.
What jar?
Hi, Rosita. Yes, the tea jar. Yes, put some water in it, please. Okay, that's good. I don't need it all the way full, honey.
Here you go.
Thank you. Okay. Not sponsored. But, anyway. I use that for my paints. Okay, so first I'm going to start with red. The Russian sage, well, at least that I've seen anyway, has two colors. One is red and one is purple. So I'm going to start with the red first, and then I'm going to move on to the purple. And right now it's going to look pink because of the concentration of water. That's fine with me for now because I'm gonna let these dry and then move on to getting more defined lines and all. But at least you get the gist, right? You get the gist. And now I'm going to mix the two. I do not have purple. So this should be really interesting to see if I can. Well, I mean, obviously blue and red make purple, but I'm curious as to what kind of purple we're gonna get right here. There we go. That's a nice purple, actually. I like that. So when you do wet on wet, it is more forgiving. You know, is the way I can kind of explain it to you. It moves the paint just a little bit more than when you're doing it like more dry, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So each to their own. You kind of just, you know, sometimes you gotta play with it and see what it is that you like best. I like the wet on wet technique personally. So, and obviously the more paint you get on your paintbrush, you're going to have more of a defined color. So, I am not a watercolor professional by any stretch of the imagination. I took art lessons when I was like 13 years old. I've been watercoloring, painting, however you want to say that, since then. So do I consider myself a professional? No, I don't. But I like it. But I like other mediums too. I've used oils, I've used pastels. I don't necessarily have a favorite. It depends on like what you want the outcome to be, if that makes sense. So, I'll, in the next video, oh my word. In the next video, I will share the outcome. Oh my word. Okay? So, if you are enjoying this video, and please consider subscribing because I am trying to grow my community here. And I'll see you again very soon.